America is a country built on roads. Long highways, motels, one-way rides, endless horizons. All of that has long become part of the culture and part of the genre. The road movie. Today, there are plenty of films like that. Feels like they've always existed, but someone had to take that road first. And Detour is one of them. A small, almost accidental film that ended up shaping dozens more. One man on the move, a simple route, a hitchhike, nothing special on the surface. But the road has its own plans. One conversation, one ride, and suddenly everything turns the wrong way. Travel here isn't adventure. It's a tightening loop where every mile only gets worse, and no one's coming to back you up. What kind of film is this, and why does it still work? We'll get into that next.
Hello, Sue? This is Al. Oh, baby, it's great to hear from you, too. What's that? You do? Oh, me too, darling.
The main character is a pianist named Al. He's hitchhiking across the country, trying to reach Los Angeles, where a woman is supposedly waiting for him. Maybe she is. Maybe she's not. But he's going anyway.
Look, I'll tell you what. You stay put out there, I'll come to you.
No, don't try to stop me. Just expect me.
He's broke. The weather's bad, but it all still feels manageable until he gets into someone else's car. A few words, a normal ride, and suddenly it's not clear who picked up whom or who had plans before they met. From there, things start to slide. Everything he does feels reasonable, but the pressure keeps building. He's not looking for trouble. He's trying to steer clear. But with every turn, there's less and less room to move. At some point, it's not even about choosing, just surviving what's already in motion. And then she shows up, and everything shifts.
How far did you say you were going?
Los Angeles?
L.A.? L.A.'s good enough for me, mister.
What's your name?
You can call me Vera if you like.
You live in Los Angeles?
No.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, back there.
Smart, sharp, far from naive. Now it's not about the road. It's about the space between them. And the question of who's really in control.
Now, wait a
Shut
minute.
up! You're a cheap crook and you killed him. For 2 cents, I'd change my mind and turn you in. I don't like you.
Detour doesn't offer a mystery to solve. It just shows how one wrong move can turn into a road where every mile gets darker. And as the story unfolds, you start to wonder, is everything happening the way he says it is?
Are you Charles Haskell, Jr.?
Yes.
Well, remember, if you're employed and you stay over 30 days, you take out California plates.
All right, officer, but I'll only be in the state a short while.
The first thing you notice, the whole story is told by the main character himself. Voiceover, details, explanations, and at first it all seems to make sense. But the more he talks, the more questions you have. Someone's dead, then someone else. And he keeps telling it like he just happened to be there. You start wondering, is he the victim or just really good at sounding like one? And after a while, it doesn't feel like a story. It feels like a statement, maybe even a confession. And still, somehow, you feel for him. He's not a monster. He's a guy who probably made one bad move and couldn't find the way back. That's what keeps the tension going. You're not sure how to feel.
You know, as crooked as you look, I'd hate to see a fella as young as you wind up sniffing that perfume that Arizona hands out free to murderers.
I'm not a murderer.
Of course you're not.
Visually, the film is stripped down. It was shot fast on almost no budget, and it shows. But that doesn't hurt it. In fact, it helps. Most of the time, it's just two people talking. In a car, in a room, in a diner. Not much action, but every word matters, because every sentence shifts something. And before you know it, the film has you. Then comes Vera, and that's when everything changes.
Let's go, let's go. I spent $85 in 2 hours preparing bait, and all you can say is let's go. come on.
She doesn't flirt, she corners. And suddenly, the film isn't a man telling his story. It's a battle between two people who both know how to twist a conversation like a knife.
You'll be fixed for the rest of your life as Charlie Haskell's. You can take your inheritance and go away. No more worrying about the rent, no sweating, scheming, wondering where your next meal's coming from. Think about that, Roberts.
Vera, please, you're talking too loud.
The second half of the film runs on her energy. Every line she throws lands hard, and you start thinking, what kind of life did she live before this scene? What did she go through to sound like that?
We'll wait till we read that old man Haskell's dead. Then you show up. Or would you rather call the cops and told him you killed a man and stole his money?
I didn't kill anybody.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. You know I didn't.
All right, then.
The lead, Tom Neal, is also a strange case. He holds the film with his low-key performance. But what's unsettling is what happened later. In real life, he ended up serving time for killing his wife. It doesn't change the film, but it casts a weird shadow over what you're watching. Like some part of that character was closer to him than you'd like to think. And Vera, played by Anne Savage, is already a legend.
Don't tell me. Now, do you do it or do I do it? You're no gentleman, see?
Yeah.
In 2007, Time magazine named her one of the 25 greatest movie villains of all time. And if you still think film noir is just trench coats and cigarettes, watch Detour. And look at her.
I don't want to see anybody die.
Not even me.
Especially not you.
This isn't a film for those looking for answers. It's for people who are okay with questions, who don't need a twist. They just want to watch tension build from nothing but a voice, a look, a line of dialogue. If you're tired of overproduced thrillers or stories where every emotion is underlined, Detour is a reminder of how little you actually need to keep someone watching. 2 people, 1 car, no safety net, and a story that won't let you rest easy. Detour isn't just noir, and it isn't just a road movie. It's a story built on silence, on doubt, on the idea that what we're hearing might not be the truth, just the version that survived. And that's why this film still holds up, because doubt always stays fresher than explanation.